welcome to Nerd Rage. I'm your host, Spazcat. This is what I like to call a visual podcast of sorts and covers a wide variety of nerd culture from different forms of media. I don't like to call myself a reviewer or an analyst, I'm just a nerd with an opinion. Our pilot episode is on the movie Pixels. Pixels is a sci-fi action comedy movie that came out July 24th, 2015. It stars Adam Sandler as our main hero Sam Brenner, Kevin James as President Will Cooper, Michelle Monaghan as military expert Violet, Peter Dinklage as our hero's arch-nemesis Eddie Firestorm Plant, and Josh Gad as awkward Ludlow. The basic plot is that when aliens intercept video feeds of classic 1980s arcade games and misinterpret them as a declaration of war, they attack Earth, using the games as models for their warriors. Pixels is visually amazing and the story creative, even though it's based off of another short film. It does have its flaws. While I think there should be more movies that glorify nerd culture instead of condemn it as weird and help the masses understand it better, I can do without the stereotypical socially awkward nerd and conspiracy theorist role that Ludlow plays into. Most nerds and gamers today are just regular people who hold down jobs, live on their own, and actually have relationships. It's a tired trope that needs to be put down already. I can also do without the stereotype of Sam being stuck in a dead-end job and not living up to his potential because he came in second in an arcade competition in the 80s. Really? Was there never a chance to try again in another competition? Did he just have nothing else going in his life? He just gave up and sucked his way through life because he felt he only deserved second place? I mean, I know people can fixate on one event in their past and let it drive their lives, but it just seems forced to me. The aspect of cheating is also briefly touched upon by Violet and Sam. Violet just having her husband leave her for his 19-year-old Pilates instructor, and Sam having his ex-wife cheat with her doctor who was trying to help them conceive a child. While I understand that gives the two characters a relatable place to start when they meet, it seems forced when brought up a second time later during a lull in the battles. There was also some predictability to the plot, needing to call upon the guy the hero lost to for help, finding out said arch-nemesis is actually a cheater, having to play the one game he lost at, Donkey Kong, in a final bid to save the world from invasion and destruction. However, it doesn't waste much time introducing the alien invasion and getting to the meat of the story that you really came to see. The centipede seed was awesome, but the Pac-Man scene has got to be the best and my personal favorite, because who doesn't love a chase scene? I'm the first to admit that I am not an Adam Sandler fan. I like very few of his movies, such as Click and Bedtime Stories are some of my favorites. In other words, his more family-friendly movies. While I usually find him crass and vulgar, he can have a certain charm at times, and he proves it in Pixels. He has a good amount of humor in between the action that keeps you involved and doesn't slow the movie, and the CGI of the attacking game characters is very cool to look at and feels both authentic to the era they originally came from and alien at the same time. I don't think this movie is perfect, but it doesn't deserve the hardcore hate it gets from online reviewers such as Movie Bob on YouTube, or the 16% it gets on Rotten Tomatoes, or the 5.5 out of 10 on IMDb. But perhaps you'd best see it and judge for yourself.